Okay, I don't know if you guys can see the deer back there, but they are exactly at my 100-yard range mark. Okay, um, it's just interesting how they're going. Sometimes I'll be shooting and I'll just be standing there. But anyway, that's not what I intended to talk to you guys about today. Um, Zoom out a little bit. So, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today um, was Wolf Performance 223. Normally, I just use Tula or I just use regular Wolf ammo. I ordered this Wolf Performance by accident. Okay, actually, I wasn't intending to buy this. I was intending to buy, $7, $8 ammunition, and I accidentally bought this stuff, which they were charging, I think, closer to like $18 or $17, something. Basically, I paid double. Okay, um, so I bought this by accident. I'm like, oh crap, um, and I went back and I looked at the description on this stuff, Wolf Performance, and they said that it's supposed to be a little bit better. So I said, okay, let's see how much better this stuff is. So I tried to do a little bit shooting. I pulled out my Ruger MPR. Okay, this is a pretty much a one MOA rifle. I've actually hit like 0.75 MOA with this rifle, but I think that was kind of a fluke. But it's definitely a one MOA rifle. I've hit that on a number of occasions with this rifle, and I've loaded up this Wolf Performance. First thing I'm going to say is that it cycles in the gun, and the reason why I say that, and I'm happy about that, is because Tula does not cycle in this gun. Tula cycles in all my other ARs. This one, those are all my other ARs are either carbine length or pistol length. This one is mid length. Okay, so it's got a longer gas tube. It's softer recoiling, right? Because gas travels, I guess a longer distance. It's a softer recoiling rifle. Initially, when I got this rifle, it would only shoot like green tips and like 193 XM. It wouldn't even cycle with like the cheap brass, right? Like Remington or Winchester. It wouldn't even cycle with that. And what I did is I took out the buffer weight, because the buffer weight that came on this rifle was a little bit heavy. It wasn't 3 ounces. I think it was either 4 ounces or 5 ounces. And I took out the buffer weight and I put in just a standard 3-ounce buffer weight, and that got it to the point where it would cycle with just cheap brass, right? I could shoot this with Remington brass, and it would cycle reliably. It still would not cycle with Tula or Wolf. Okay, so I said, okay, I got this expensive steel case ammo that costs twice what I normally pay for steel case ammo. Let's see if this stuff works. Okay, so the good thing is I already went through about 40 rounds, and yeah, this stuff does cycle the gun. Okay, so if you have an AR that doesn't cycle steel case, basically there's a good chance it will cycle with this. Although this stuff is pretty much at the same price as cheap brass, so I don't know why you would want to get this as opposed to, like, say, get cheap brass. But yeah, because it's pretty much the same price as cheap brass, but it does cycle this gun. It'll probably cycle most ARs that don't work with steel case ammo. Okay, so that's the first good thing. It does cycle with this gun. Next thing, I said, okay, so let's check the accuracy on it. I've been shooting this at 100 yards where those deer, we saw those deer at the beginning of the video. And I'm pretty much getting consistent 3-inch groups. Occasionally a little bit better. So I got this one here. Well, actually, this one's a little bit close. This one's at 4 inches. Okay, but I think I screwed that one up over there. So if you look at just these 4 shots, it's a 3-inch group. Okay, if you look at these 4 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots right here. These two actually look a lot better. Okay, because here, right, if you look at this grouping, the total grouping is inside of 3 inches. Okay, but I've got a nice cluster here that is 1 3/4 inches. All right, so, and then I got this one here. I'm pretty sure I didn't throw this shot. I think that, because I saw it again over here. Here's another one. And I've seen this with Tula ammo. Here's another one again at the 100 yards. I got a really tight cluster here that's actually inside of 1 inch. Okay, so that's 1 M away. But then I got this flyer all the way out here that opens this beautiful group up to basically 3 inches. Right, so it's a 3-inch group with like a. It's really a 0.7. It's really a 0.75, 3/4 inch cluster in there, and I've seen this with Tula, where I'll get really tight groups and then I'll get one really out there, and I think it's just the ammunition being inconsistent. You know, I think that you know, they have different lots, and I think occasionally maybe some ammo from some other lot ends up in this batch and gets kind of mixed in, because I know that I didn't screw up this shot, because normally when I shoot like my, you know, my dots here, right? In this case, I have an arrow. I got the primary arms 1-8 on this. It's got the ACSS reticle. It's an 8-power scope. So I got my chevron at the bottom over here, and usually it's going boom, 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 right? In order for it to land here, I would have to see my chevron like really go boom. I would have to see it really come off the target, and I'm pretty sure I might have done that once today. All right, so maybe that was that first one, but I'm not doing it every grouping that I do. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this is an ammunition issue, but hey, I mean, it's got the potential to be sub 1 MOA, but you've got a lot of these. I think you do have bad, you know, some bad ammo mixed in there. That's gonna throw your group out. Okay, I've seen this with Tula for many years. I've seen it with Wolf, and now I'm seeing it here as well. I mean, like I said, I bought this ammunition by accident at this whatever $17, $18 that I paid for it. I think I could have bought, let's say, like a Wolf Gold, which is brass. Okay, so I would have put that money into that, or I could have. What I was intending to do was just buy some you know, just a cheap steel case. The going price right now, I think for 20 rounds, it's like $7 or $8. You know, end of where are we? We're mid-November 2021. So, you know, if you go on Ammo Seek and you shop around, you can get steel case Tula steel case Wolf. You can get it for like $7, $8. You know, plus you pay shipping. I mean, anytime you're buying ammo, always buy 1,000 rounds. If I bought 1,000 rounds of this, for 1,000 rounds, I think I would have paid somewhere between $315 and $350. I ended up paying like almost twice that. Like, I think it was like $625 with the shipping. The shipping was cheap. I got it from Brownells. The shipping was only like $10, but they really, I think they really, you know, they only charge you $10 on shipping. But I think that this stuff is overpriced. Like I said, I bought it by mistake. I was kind of, you know, I was kind of like, the reason I bought it is because I had a credit. And I said, okay, let me use up this credit. I had like something like a $300 credit for something I returned. I said, you know, and what happens is they didn't actually, because the item I returned was more than, I think 45 days, they didn't issue a refund to my card. They issued a gift certificate, right? They give you like a certificate number. I said, you know what, before I forget about this and it gets lost, let me buy something. So it was like, okay, what can I get, you know? And I saw, oh, okay, ammo, okay. And I saw the Wolf. I saw it was about $18. In my mind, I was actually thinking 2020 prices, right, at the height of the COVID BS, when, you know, ammo was selling out all over the place, and I was actually, you know, back then I was paying, you know, $18 a box for Tula, for Wolf, for everything. Okay, so in my mind kind of went back to that, kind of froze. And I didn't think, wait a second, this is twice what I'm actually paying now. So that's how I ended up with this stuff. That happens. I make mistakes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a review on this Wolf Performance since I got my hands on it. The way I plan to use this ammo, I'm going to use this kind of like as medium range ammo. So I'm not going to be shooting it like at 30 yards. You know, up close, I'm going to be probably shooting this mostly at 50 yards. If I go to different ranges, I'll use this. I'll probably start off with this stuff. I'll start people out at 50 yards, teach them some of the basics. And then once I see that they're comfortable shooting, then I'll switch in the brass. So that's probably how I'm going to end up using this stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications. I'll talk to you guys soon.